Hi, this is Jeannie Carey from Trendy Tree, and today we're going to make a Valentine wreath. These supplies all came from Trendy Tree. Trendy Tree is Carey's website.
Wore my love shirt.
All the supplies came from Trendy Tree, and we'll have those in a supply kit that contains everything that we're going to use today. Now, there'll be a limited number of kits, and once the kits have sold out, we'll leave the instructions up on the website because you can follow the basic instructions and make another wreath with a different color, different ribbons, and that sort of thing. So we're going to start out with a 24-inch pencil wreath. And our pencil wreaths measure 15 inches across the widest ring, but with the addition of mesh ribbons and so forth, you wind up with a wreath that measures 24 inches or greater. I'm going to get you to read that number.
XX750427.
So you could also use a white work wreath or a pink or a different color. It doesn't have to be white. And we have this cute little Cupid kit. It's a little Cupid butt, and his legs are wired, and he has little wings and a bow and arrow that Carey has already taken apart. We'll have to fix that when we use it, but that number is
HV9098.
Okay, and it's just like a little three-piece kit. We're going to use two different kinds of mesh. This is just pink. This is the most inexpensive mesh that we have. It's just plain decor poly mesh with no foil. It's 10 inches in width and 10 yards in length.
RE130222.
Are you memorizing that?
I've only got 5 million.
And this is another. This is like pink and cream or fuchsia and cream.
Dark pink and
Dark
cream
pink and cream.
is what the tag says.
Oh, dark pink. Okay, but it has a little polyester in it, which gives it a little different texture. Is it got jute?
Jute poly mesh.
Okay, I'm not sure that's jute. You know, sometimes they say jute and it's really polyester. So I don't know, but it's got something in it. Makes it a little stiffer, a little more texture, and I think this is like 10.5 inches in width, and it's also on a 10-yard roll. And then we picked out 4 different ribbons.
That is RY830256.
And we have it in a lot of different colors.
Ribbons.
We picked out 4 different kinds of ribbon, 2 2.5 inch and 2 1.5 inch.
This is a white with red polka dots. It is RG01500967.
And these are all 10-yard rolls of ribbon.
This plaid is RG016207.
I love this. It's like fuchsia, dark pink, and white, and we've got it in lots of color combinations.
This red and white check is RGA105924.
That's my favorite.
I know.
I
Matches
love
your
this.
shirt.
It's bold. Oh my gosh. Bold checks. I love that.
I know. And this pink with red and white dots is RG01958815.
It's kind of a canvas ribbon. It's got a little bit of glitter. So the first thing we're going to do is cut our ruffles, and we're going to make those 10 inches in width, 10 inches in length. So we're going to cut 2 rolls at the same time, and that'll save us some time. Now we're going to put, maybe back up. We are going to cut the ruffles in 15-inch lengths. We're going to cut 2 ruffles at a time, both rolls of both rolls of mesh. It won't take all of the 2 rolls, but 1 roll is not enough. And this is a self-healing cutting mat. We don't sell these on Trendy Tree, but yet we're gonna have some, but for this one, I'll give you an affiliate link so you can get one of those if you're interested. And then we also use a rotary cutter, and we may have some of those.
Nope.
Not getting those?
We are getting these. I thought you meant now.
Not here yet. We will have some, but I'll give you an affiliate link that will do until, it's a 60mm cutter. So she's just gonna even up the, trim, get that
Here,
edge.
you trim on the
Okay, all right. So first thing I'm going to do is just get a straight edge started, and then we're going to cut the strips 15 inches. And we're going to cut, there's 18 twists on a wreath, so we're going to cut 18 pieces of each color. And of course we always lose count and either don't cut enough or cut too many, but that's okay. But this really saves you some time. It saves you some work on your hands too. It's not so hard. Now, if you were just using one color of mesh, you could make, oh, did I get you?
Nope. That was quick.
If you were just using one color of mesh, you could make these
Oh,
ruffles.
look, this roll has been pieced together.
Oh, well, there you go.
I think.
That happens sometimes. Sometimes from the
I
factory.
think we have to stop.
Send that back to Trendy Tree. Sometimes that happens in the factory, and we'll just show you how to work around
Well,
that.
it may not have. Maybe
I
they
don't know.
just...
It's just got a piece of tape on it. I don't know. It might have just been a quality control tape or something. It really wasn't cut, but had it been, we'd just work around it. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'm sorry. Does that work better for me to pull it or leave it alone?
It's fine. I can
These
make
don't
that.
have to be exact. Some people don't even measure. Have you been counting?
Nope. Surely that's enough.
Well, I don't know.
We'll just keep going.
I'll just cut a few more.
Look, you did get me.
Well, Carrie, I'm sorry. Here, go get you a Band-Aid. You'll be bleeding all over
Where
that
is it?
Cupid. Check your daddy's bathroom. All right, so let me see how many we've got. Okay, so we cut 18 pieces of each color. We're gonna put 2 ruffles in each twist. We cut our pieces 15 inches in length. So just kind of, we're gonna start on the outside and work on the inside. Here, you want a ruffle? So to make a ruffle, you just let your mesh kind of roll up naturally and then flip it over and scrunch up through the center. And if you just kind of put your fingers there and pull that mesh towards you, and that's your ruffle. So that's one, and we're gonna alternate these, or you wanna put all these on top and all the pink on the bottom, or does it matter? Well, let's put pink on the bottom, since that was our least expensive. This is our,
This pink on the bottom? Okay.
this was our nicer mesh, or more expensive mesh, so we're gonna put the inexpensive pink on the bottom and put the stripe on top, and we're gonna go all the way around in that same pattern. So I just lay the 2 ruffles right on top of each other, and then I'm just gonna put it in a twist and secure. And I'm just gonna give that twist a couple of turns for right now, because we're gonna be adding in ribbon in a little while too. So that's how that looks. Put that up there, can you see that? So if you're working by yourself, you can kind of make one ruffle and just kind of put it in the twist and just give it just enough a twist to hold it. Make your second ruffle, or you can use like a chip clip and do that. But we just go around the wreath, and we're going to put 2 ruffles in each twist, and we're going to go all the way around the outer ring, and then we're going to move to the inner ring, and we'll do the same thing. We just make a couple more. Did you just get your nails done?
Last week.
Wreath making will just
I
make
know.
a mess out of your nails. But that's your bow. You will have some raveling too. I mean, no matter what you do, you will have some raveling, and just know that at the end, you're gonna have to clip some strings, and that's just part of it. Some mesh ravels probably a little worse than others. Anything that's like a pretty open weave. I think the mesh that has the fabric, has like the polyester and the jute in it, I think ravels less myself, but I don't have any proof.
Just experience.
Just experience. I've got lots of experience. These are all basic. Our tutorials are basic wreaths. They're kind of designed for a newbie person that just wants to make a wreath for themselves. There's some really fantastic wreath makers out there, and these are just kind of basic, easy to do. The ruffle wreath is one of the easiest techniques because, you know, it's going to come out the same. All your pieces are the same size. So your ruffles are going to be about the same size. And it's just an easy one to do. We're just going to continue working around that outer ring, putting 2 ruffles in each twist. And I'm putting the striped mesh on top and the lesser expensive mesh on the bottom. Again, if you're just now watching, this is Jeannie and Carrie from Trendy Tree, and these supplies will be in a kit. Now, once the kits sell out, we'll leave the tutorial up. Somebody asked me the other day, they were having trouble finding the things that we had used on a tutorial, but it was like a tutorial 3 or 4 years ago.
Right.
So, you know, those products, most of those are not going to be here. But like I say, we leave the instructions up because you can pick out different colors of mesh, different colors of ribbon, different kinds of signs and kits. So we never take a tutorial down once we get it up there.
No, it's too much work.
It is too much work. Okay, now we've gone all the way around the outer ring, and of course I've already put 1 on the inner ring, but that's what your outer ring looks like. And then we move into the inner ring. There's fewer twists on the inner ring. And we're doing the same ruffle, 2 ruffles in each twist. And the ruffles are 15 inches in length.
What you cooking for lunch?
No lunch here. We skip lunch. We don't eat lunch.
Y'all don't eat lunch?
I mean, we eat like cheese and crackers or something. Your daddy will be back. He'll get cheese and crackers or something. Then we'll eat supper. We have supper. The dinner hour at our house is supper.
We're having pizza tonight.
And it can be anywhere from 4:30 to 5 o'clock.
3:30.
We do not eat at 3:30. Going to the movie tomorrow.
Oh.
Senior day.
Woohoo! What y'all seeing?
That Jennifer Lopez movie. Your daddy doesn't know it yet. I haven't told him we're going yet.
Oh, well, he'll go see it now. He likes the
Well, I
movie.
can't think of the name of it.
Me either.
It was the only one I saw that didn't look like Raven Violence, or
Y'all didn't want to go see the mule?
it wasn't on. I think it's already gone.
Aquaman.
It was going to be Aquaman, or it looked like Spider-Man looked like an animation.
Well, I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you, Aquaman.
Was it good?
I don't know, but the
Did
scene.
you go?
Yes.
Well, was it good?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I was too distracted by Aquaman.
Oh, who is Aquaman?
He's sent from heaven. His name is Jason Momoa. You remember when we were in somewhere and we were watching the Jimmy Fallon show and he had that real hyper guy that was running around in the tank top?
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's Aquaman.
Throwing all those
Yes.
arrows and things?
Yes, and Nicole Kidman is Aquaman's mother, and she looks fantastic. And Aquaman is from Hawaii, and he is one beautiful fella.
So you can't tell me.
So David kept coming home after that and trying to like flick his hair. And so he finally had to explain he was being Aquaman. I was like, oh.
So as far as the
I don't know
theme
if don't have a clue.
The plot.
Don't have a clue. He was in blue jeans and
Well, we can either do that or go watch Jennifer Lopez.
either way, the girl in the girl in Aquaman, the redheaded girl, I don't know, she reminded me
Well,
of
did you-
Ariel.
Did you watch Bird Box?
Yes.
I don't know.
I didn't get it.
You know, when she
I mean, I
named
got
those,
it, but I didn't.
named those children girl and boy. I mean, it was weird. When I'm home.
You want some scissors?
Well, I thought I could do it with that.
I put the protector up. Well, there it is.
Okay, we're just about done. I may use this one for my front door since I kind of miss Christmas.
My Christmas one is still up.
Well, I had a Christmas wreath on my door. I think as early as Thanksgiving.
So you gave it away.
Well, that's what I did during Thanksgiving. I loaded up all my wreaths and sent them home to folks. So I wound up, well, we had wreaths on the front windows and had wreaths on the side doors, but as far as like a Christmas wreath on my front door, I wound up our very first Christmas in this house.
Oh my word. And you know what? The world is still turning.
No wreath on my front door.
Be all right.
Here I am. That's pitiful.
Sad. But you had that good outdoor velvet.
I love that outdoor velvet ribbon. I'm telling you now.
Write a review.
I've got enough of that left over. I think I can make new bows for next year if I need to.
I don't think you will. It's so
Well,
good.
I put them up in the attic, my wreaths with my red velvet bows. You shouldn't do that, but we all do it. But I tried to make sure that it was nothing stacked on the bows. Of course, you know, stuff will get laid
Did you
up.
go in the attic?
Yes, I went up in the attic. AJ brought stuff up to me and I put it where I wanted it to go. Okay, so now we've gone all the way around it. We have 2 layers of ruffles in each twist. So the next thing we're going to do is add some ribbon strips. And we're going to cut our ribbon strips 15 inches in, 12 inches in length. 12. I'm getting my numbers mixed up today. Okay, 12. So I'm going to cut the narrow and you can cut the
Wide.
I'm going to cut 2 rolls at the same
I'm
time.
getting the big scissors.
And I'm going to cut 12 inches. 12-inch length. You give me the cheap scissors.
That's what I said.
And we're going to cut 18 pieces of each style to have a cluster of ribbon in each twist. Now you can put your ribbon strips on lots of different ways. You don't have to do ribbon strips. You can make 2 or 3 or 4 big bows.
Are you? No, you're not.
I'm going to come back and chevron those ends. So this is just one way of doing it. There's lots of different ways. But let me go ahead and show you. You don't have to sit here and watch us cut all this ribbon. Well, I pulled the wire out of that one. I sure did.
Yeah, okay.
Cut an extra one out of that one. But take your ribbon lengthwise and fold it in half. Okay? And then fold it lengthwise again. And then cut on that folded edge. And then when you fold it back out, you'll have a chevron cut on each end. Now, I'm going to do that for the 2.5-inch ribbon. But on the 1.5, I'm just going to make an angled cut. Sometimes when you cut, do a chevron cut on your narrow ribbons, it can curl up a little easier to me. So I'm just going to do like an angled cut on the narrow ribbon.
Narrow.
Again. Okay, so we've cut all of our ribbon strips, and we have ribbon left over. So you still have, you know, several yards of ribbon left over. So this is just one way of doing ribbon strips. We cut the pieces 12 inches in length, chevron the ends of the 2.5-inch, and just angled the 1.5-inch. And we went ahead and folded them in half because it just makes it easier when you're, you know, wanting to pinch it in the center that you've already got your fold there. So Carrie's just stacked them up, and we're kind of doing like polka dot, plaid, check, and then the glitter. But you can do them anyway. But just take your ribbon cluster, and I'm going to start on the outer ring, and I'm going to open my twist. Now you'll see different wreath makers do different ways. Sometimes people will just put that ribbon cluster in the twist, but I like to open mine. I like to open it and lay the ribbon cluster down and then secure it back. Now this time I'm going to secure it with 3 or 4 turns because right now that's all I'm planning to put in there. Now we may come back and do something else. And then after I get my ribbon cluster in there, I'm going to kind of spread those ribbons out so you can see them all better. Okay? So that is sort of what your ribbon cluster will look like. Okay. And we're gonna put one of
You
those,
need to zoom in a little closer.
well, you think they could see that? Is that too fast?
Yeah, but
You see that? So it's a cluster of 4.
yeah.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna open the twist, lay the ribbon cluster down, and then I'm gonna secure it back, all the mesh, the ruffles, and the twist, and the ribbon cluster all at one time. And then spread the ribbons out. Roll those edges kind of to the side.
I knew there was something I was supposed to do.
Huh?
I knew there was something I wasn't doing.
I don't know that that makes any difference or not, really. It just seems like it would,
That's just the way you like it.
I guess.
Is that better?
And you'll have to fluff your ribbons more than once as you're working, so. But that way, you've got them secured in there, you can tug on them pretty good. And we're just gonna continue working around. We're working on the outside, and then we're gonna move to the inner ring with the same pattern. Okay, there's our wreath. This is after we've gone all the way around with a ribbon cluster in each twist, and we still have several yards of ribbon left. So at the end, if you wanted to, you could make, you know, big bow if you wanted to, or you could go back. If one of these ribbons you like better than the other, you could always go back and make some loops and put in each twist, or just go with it like this. So the next thing we're gonna do is add our Cupid pieces. And let me tell you that anything that's made out of polyester is going to stick to mesh, so it's going to stick and hang up. So I would suggest that you kind of get a visual placement of where you want to place your pieces before you secure it down into the work wreath frame, because it's kind of hard to take it out and move it around. The wires are kind of small, and your mesh will kind of hang up on things. So I would kind of, you may have to like hang it on the wall to kind of figure out where you want to put your pieces. I was thinking about kind of off to the side. Maybe, you know, you can put the butt kind of coming out of the center, and kind of hanging down. But just kind of experiment with it a little bit before you attach it, because I promise you, you don't want to be trying to have to remove it and reattach it. So just hang it up on the wall and kind of see where you want it placed. So you can put the butt, if you wanted to kind of have the butt coming off to the side, and put the wings, kind of lay the wings up there, opposite of that.
Over here?
Up here. Or, you know, yeah, or something like that. You could do that, and then you know, we've got to fix our little bow and arrow because it came apart. So we're going to take a little piece of wire and fix that. I don't have a hot glue gun here, I just hot glue it together, but we'll just take a little piece of wire and fix that. Okay, there's our wreath. After we finished it, we just attached the little Cupid bottom and use those wires and attach it to the work wreath frame. And use the wires on the little wings and attach it to, I think we just use a twist on that. And the little arrow, we made a little piece of wire wrapped around that and attached that to one of the twists. But the wreath measures about 27 inches in diameter, and there you have it. Happy Valentine. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. All the supplies came from Trendy Tree. And we will have these supplies in a kit. Now once those kits sell out, we'll leave the wreath instructions up, because you can make the same basic wreath and choose other products like mesh or ribbons. Again, thanks for dropping in, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. And there's our wreath. We used up some of the extra ribbon left over and made a bow, if you wanted to add a bow to it.